Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the invite-only demo day of the Filecoin Faber Accelerator. It's a real pleasure to have you all here with us for this event. So this is the first edition of the Filecoin Faber Accelerator, a 12-week accelerator program for startups addressing hard engineering problems in the Web3 space. This problem came together as a partnership between Faber and Protocol Labs, the creators of such benchmark Web3 projects like IPFS or Filecoin. As we move towards the end of this program, we'd like to thank Protocol Labs for sharing this journey with us and for their unwavering support. It's a real privilege to be able to contribute to the IPFS ecosystem as it becomes the de facto standard for permanent storage in the Web3 world. We would also like to extend a very special thank you to our mentors. We feel blessed by having had an extraordinary group of mentors share their knowledge, experience, and network with our companies. They were undoubtedly the heart and soul of this acceleration program. We would also like to thank our founders for letting us share their journey to success and for letting us help them build the future of the web. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank you all for taking time out of your certainly busy schedules to get to know these companies. Having worked with them over the last 3 months, I'm certain that you'll find it time very well spent. We will soon start the main event, the company's presentations. But before that, let me give you a little bit of context on Faber and on our Web3 strategy. So Faber is focused on being the best early stage specialty VC from Iberia, helping founders build global, innovative, deep tech companies. We look for talented teams with strong technical backgrounds, driven by mission and values and building deep tech powered products that impact large industries. We are early stage investors, investing from pre-seed up to pre-series A, and we like leading the early rounds and tend to be the first local investor. We're strong believers in Europe as a launchpad for global scalable growth. We're a team of 11 people, mostly with previous operational and entrepreneurial backgrounds, and we're supported by an expert advisory network of experienced startup founders, technical and scientific experts who collaborate with us and with our portfolio founders for sourcing, due diligence, go-to-market, and early growth support. At the moment, we're mostly focused in 3 specific areas with specialized dedicated teams. The first is around AI and data, where we are looking for companies disrupting industries with the use of technologies like AI, machine learning, computer vision, cybersecurity, natural language processing, or big data, among others. We've also a strong focus on clean tech and ocean tech, and are specifically looking for a new generation of mission-driven entrepreneurs, the blue pioneers who will transform the future of ocean sustainability and climate action with technology. And finally, the Web3. I mean, that's why we are all here today, where we look with particular interest for startups building the infrastructure of blockchain and addressing such problems as interchain operations, access and integration with real-world data sources and assets, security, user experience, efficiency and scalability, as well as identifying and exploring new NFT-powered applications or helping develop the DeFi space. To launch our Web3 initiative, we organized earlier this year, also in partnership with Protocol Labs, an hackathon where we've had over 500 participants from 34 countries building over 50 different projects. And in mid-April, we started this Filecoin Faber Accelerator, for which we've analyzed over 200 projects and selected a cohort of what we believe are 8 outstanding companies with teams based from Vancouver to India. So without further ado, I'd like to move the spotlight to our companies. So let's watch the first pitch from Astrocode.
Hi, this is Damiano from Astrocode, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this presentation. In the presentation, I'm going to showcase Astrocode Blockchain, our local platform for blockchain development. But first things first, why is there a need for such a solution? To paraphrase Shakespeare, something's rotten in the state of blockchain development. Global spending on development alone is expected to reach $19 billion in 2024. However, as of today, only 5% of blockchain solutions ever make it to production. Compared to a general success rate for enterprise software projects of about 30 to 35%, the magnitude of the anomaly should not be ignored. But why is that so? First of all, accessibility to development is strongly limited by complexity and stack size. Secondly, there is scarcity of blockchain developers and thus a very high premium on their services. Finally, especially in the permissioned blockchain space, there is an acute scarcity of documentation and best practices. Of course, since so little solutions ever made it to production in the first place, all the highlighted barriers are further exacerbated by a negative feedback loop. Astracode blockchain was designed to overcome these very barriers. The platform's keystone lies in its visual approach. As you can see in the screen, the platform's development environments are highly visual and are thus able to provide an unprecedented level of abstraction. But let's delve deeper into the platform and see all it has to offer to overcome the problem. The platform's main features can be described along 4 pillars. The first and second pillars are visual environments for the development of blockchain networks and smart contracts. The third pillar is represented by assisted tools for deployment and testing, so to fill the gaps in the development cycle. Last but not least, the fourth pillar revolves around a community that also serves as learning and onboarding platform for both Astracode blockchain and the space as a whole. Of course, what has been presented so far is the platform in its full-fledged implementation. But how far along are we in the roadmap? The platform is currently in its second version. In its current form, the platform has already a promising traction, around 700 users and 400 unique projects. Due to its much larger potential customer base, we expect these numbers to skyrocket in the coming months, once the Smart Contract IDE has been released. After the Smart Contract IDE, the focus will shift to deliver the first premium features and the template marketplace by the end of the year. For 2023, we plan to release the assisted deployment and testing suites, which will complete the platform's pillars and hence its foundations. After that, we plan to build on the foundations and expand horizontally by providing further technical compatibility with other blockchains. Naturally, we're not alone in trying to solve this problem. So, what is the platform's unique selling proposition? Firstly, the visual no-code approach makes for an unprecedented speed of development, ease of design, and accessibility. Secondly, as the platform is designed to cover the entirety of the development lifecycle, it will allow to design, develop, and deploy a solution within one environment. Thirdly, although low and no-code approaches are very suited for rapid prototyping, the platform will offer a plethora of functionalities that will make it possible to deploy a production-grade solution. Finally, as opposed to all competitors, the open and inclusive community will offer an access point to further increase accessibility. Speaking of competitors, we have individuated a few direct competitors and a plethora of indirect ones. In the permissioned blockchain space, our foremost competitor is Settlement, whereas in the public blockchain space, it is Simbachain and Kaleido. But what kind and size of market are we competing for? The spending for blockchain development is expected to reach 19 billion by 2024. If out of this market we only take the industries where demand is higher, and we further restrict it by only considering the Hyperledger Fabric and Solidity share of the market, an ambitious but by no means unreachable 10% share of the market will total around 450 million euros. To tackle the market, the platform will be offered as a service. In line with the accessibility philosophy, the platform will employ an extensive freemium perimeter, as well as allow for premium features to be purchased separately. The platform's primary target customers are SMEs, and our adopted portfolio also reflects that. Thus far, the portfolio is varied with respect to both industry and type of blockchain. Next to the showcase adopters, we are currently in advanced talks with a number of other potential pilots that we hope to unveil soon. Our industrial plan is backed by 2 pre-seed investments totaling 150,000 euros. Furthermore, we were able to secure a safety runway thanks to the Smart and Start instrument offered by the Italian government. This is a partly non-refundable grant that does not require equity and will allow us to invest around 800,000 euros over the next 2 years. To further back up this investment, by the end of the year we will be looking to secure a seed round of approximately €1 million. To execute the presented vision, next to the very strong expertise in software modeling and enterprise software brought by the founding team, we are assembling a diverse team focused on product-led growth and blockchain development. In the coming months, we plan to expand the team to strengthen our core expertises and internalize front-end development. This marks the end of the presentation. Please don't forget to check us out at astrocode.tech, and thank you very much for the attention.
Thank you, Damiano. That was a great pitch. Thank you very much. So now we're going to move to the next pitch, and let's hear about CoinGrig.
CoinGrig is the next generation digital wallet that helps users discover, join and access crypto and traditional finances worlds more easily. We built CoinGrig Wallet because we felt the need for a wallet designed for day-to-day usage. We reached out to the community to learn that like ourselves, modern users have accounts with a couple of traditional and digital banks, a trading account for stocks, a couple of centralized crypto exchanges accounts, and they also interact with multiple decentralized crypto exchanges. There is increased friction in discovering and accessing services, as many require multiple steps to perform even simpler transactions. And not just that, but there has been a trend in fintech to go API first, waiting for others to build client-facing applications. That's where CoinGrig Wallet comes in as a mobile financial services hub that allows you to connect and manage all your accounts from one place. You get a unified experience in crypto, banking, and stocks, and we go beyond crypto to enhance the user's personal finances perspective. CoinGrig is ecosystem independent. You can mix and match your services from different providers without being locked into a single company's ecosystem. So as immediate improvements to your day-to-day usage, you get advantages like you reduce the time for common interactions. For example, no need to open 4 or 5 apps every day to check your account balances and trading prices. You are less prone to errors as you no longer need to manually input frequent data needed in Web3 apps interactions. CoinGrig, at its core, is a non-custodial crypto wallet, meaning your keys along with the rest of the sensitive information are stored on your phone and you can send, receive, buy, sell and trade crypto easily through the decentralized services we connect to. Including crypto, you can connect and use CoinGrig wallet to interact with accounts from thousands of sources, thousands of traditional and digital banks, investment accounts, stock markets, top centralized and crypto exchanges, DeFi apps and protocols, for example lending solutions, access to 30 plus decentralized exchanges to find the best rate for crypto swaps. You can already download and use CoinGrid Wallet today from Android and iOS mobile app stores to see its many functionalities already implemented. We have a few screenshots here for a quick preview of what you'll see within the app if you install it right now. There's always work to be done to keep pace with the needs of the users. A few of the interesting features coming up soon are earning interest through lending protocols and staking partners, one-click investing to help newcomers to the crypto world. With this feature, newcomers easily place multiple buys orders in a single click to be able to buy top traded currencies. And we want users to not just manage assets, but to be able to create value too. We are looking to the futures, to content creators, and not just artists, but small businesses too. Using CoinGrig Wallet, you are able to create your own custom tokens and NFTs without the need for programming skills for any business use, not just for digital art. For next year, we are in discussion with partners to offer users stock trading and access to digital and physical debit cards backed by crypto. We use partners in order not to require financial licenses ourselves. There are others that offer the user multiple financial services within a single app, but there's always a catch. With CoinGrig, you are in control of your crypto assets as CoinGrig is a non-custodial wallet. You can always join CoinGrig as your wallet keys are compatible with other wallets. Likewise, you can leave CoinGrig at any time and keep ownership of your crypto assets. And you can connect to multiple financial services from the world to mix and match the best ones for your needs, even competing services. We are already getting users and positive feedback on the unifying functionalities. We see users that are more focused on crypto while others on banking and stocks. Even so, we are growing since the unified experience resonates with users wanting a simpler and faster solution. To enhance our growth, we have just launched a peer-to-peer referral system where users earn money directly from the commissions on in-app crypto swaps of their direct referrals, something that probably no other wallet does at this time. We also have built tools for creators, artists and developers alike. We believe we can engage creators to encourage them to promote our wallet as it will be easier to integrate their new products within CoinGrig. We know that crypto wallets are in demand and this demand will increase with the expected growth of the crypto market and mass adoption. CoinGrig Wallet has been fully available for 2 months now and we have been tracking interest in the need for our distinctive unifying features. We see solid interest in users connecting multiple accounts. We are in a market slowdown now, but mass adoption is still to come and the blockchain market will continue to grow, same with the need to manage the existing and future financial services. Expecting the market to grow 5 times larger in the next few years, we can start now to capture a market share and reach a solid monthly income from premium subscriptions, for example advanced portfolio analysis and also commissions and fees on crypto trades done through CoinGrig Wallet. That's why we are now looking for at least 600,000 euros to provide us with an extra 12 to 18 months of runway and growth. At this moment we had our first raise of 80,000 euros. We'll be using this money to expand our team by bringing people on full-time positions to complement our skills. We're focusing especially on the marketing area and extra development help. We're assessing marketing channels at this moment, but we want to use the next months to really refine our marketing strategy. At this time, the core team is made up of myself and Florina as co-founders. We both have considerable experience in working with startups to help them build products from proof of concepts to their first industrialization steps. We have 2 involved hands-on advisors, which are a major help, and we have externalized on-demand help on some of the marketing activities. We believe CoinGrig Wallet will become the first choice day-to-day wallet due to its finance world-bridging functionalities, and you can be part of our vision starting now by downloading the app today.
Okay, thank you. We're now moving to the next presentation, and we have Dbox next.
Hello. Dbox is a decentralized protocol that will incentivize its users to communicate and store data securely. Many communication tools, starting from email to social media platforms, are convenient to use, but they come at the cost of losing privacy and are easy to censor by the companies that hold total control over them. We believe that people deserve secure and decentralized alternatives, and we can also make them easy to use through well-designed apps. That's why we started this project, because our values are privacy, censorship resistance, and protocol ownership. We think that on top of the protocol features, we can attract users by applying a good token reward system. That would basically make them shareholders in the protocol. So to reiterate, we are working on a communication and storage protocol that is truly secure, does not rely on centralized storage, does not allow data mining, and is censorship resistant. Email is the first Dbox application that we are working on, because email is fundamentally an insecure protocol. Snowden even suggests abandoning it altogether. The regular providers like Gmail do not offer any censorship resistance, no end-to-end encryption, and are doing data mining for monetization. That's the farthest option from any decent security. You could use privacy email like ProtonMail, but even privacy email providers use centralized storage and fully control the service. Then you could run your own email server and set up the cryptography yourself, but that is way too unfriendly for the majority of users. Now in Web3 there are some new wallet-to-wallet messaging apps appearing. However, what we do differently is that we have added token-based incentives to encourage users to adopt and own a part of the Dbox protocol. The protocol is fully decentralized based on smart contracts. The messages are stored on IPFS, and the IPFS identifiers are pinned on the blockchain. We target Web3 users first. Crypto wallets have embedded encryption-decryption features that makes it very easy to secure communication. Users receive reward for every sent message. The earlier they join, the higher the reward. Reward tokens grant them a share of the native coin fees that other users pay as they go to send messages. We plan to do a fair launch, that means no premise or token sales. Our email app revenue will be based on a percentage of the user rewards. We are 2 co-founders in the team. Rizvan takes care of the business side of the project. He has significant experience in business leading and managing large teams of technical staff. My name is Alex, I am the technical co-founder, and I have been actively involved in the blockchain space for the past 5 years. I have dedicated enough time to deeply dive into research and hands-on engineering of the decentralized applications and protocols. So far, our idea has won the IPFS Filecoin Hackathon. We have joined the Faber Accelerator program, and in the following months we'll launch the protocol, the token reward system, and the email app frontend. Then we'll start building a community for other developers to build on top of the Dbox protocol. The 2 main competition categories are traditional privacy email services like ProtonMail and Web3 based messaging services like XMTP and PipeMail. On top of these Web3 solutions, we believe we'll have greater degrees of decentralization and extensibility. Also, we can achieve greater network effect through token incentives and gain solid users' trust through a fair launch model of Dbox token rewards. We plan to start with the B2C. Our motto is collaboration over competition. The more app builders we attract, the more users and the higher network effect for the protocol, which in turn means higher token value that is based on the protocol transaction fees for sending messages. On top of that, with the email app, we can add a per message fee. For the future, for the B2B market, we can add a subscription model and subsidize blockchain transaction fees instead of relying on the users to pay fees by themselves from their wallets. Then there are many types of secure applications that we can build with the same dbox protocol. Some of them are wallet recovery, document storage, file sharing platform, and others. Before answering questions, I want to mention that we are currently redesigning the email frontend in order to make it ready for the MVP launch in August. And to summarize, dbox is an end-to-end encrypted, decentralized email and data storage protocol with incentives. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. So thank you, dbox. That was great. We're now going to move to the next one. And now we have Camille joining us from Vancouver.
Hi, I'm Nilay, co-founder of Como, a deep tech company building the world's first planet-scale data pipeline. Blockchains allow different parties to transact without knowing or trusting one another. The key to this is verifiability and accountability. This works for all on-chain assets, but so far we've failed to bring these properties to data, the most important part of the digital economy. Storing data on-chain is extremely expensive, even for small datasets, and all attempts to create blockchains capable of processing IoT-scale data have failed. When data is stored off-chain, it is very difficult to access it due to the Oracle problem. Data consumers are forced to choose between non-trustworthy data or high fees of Oracle networks. And if you want to provide data to the network, you face a very steep barrier of entry, like building and operating your own API infrastructure. This favors large companies and creates data monopolies, a state that is very anti-Web3. For 3 years, we've been working on a technology that can fully democratize data exchange, a first-of-its-kind decentralized data pipeline. It works with any storage, decentralized or conventional, autonomously processes large volumes of data, and then can supply the refined results to smart contracts for high-level decision-making. It blurs the line between on- and off-chain data by giving all data verifiability properties, but at a fraction of the cost compared to storing data on-chain. Camus technology works by turning data at the source into a verifiable ledger, anchoring the trust at the publisher. Publishers advertise the dataset location to the network, where others can transform and combine it using small bits of SQL code. People never touch data directly and only modify it through code. This is a big paradigm shift, as it makes collaborating on data very similar to software. Thanks to novel stream processing engines, our pipelines are real-time and low maintenance. And by bringing the properties of smart contracts to SQL, we make sure that no matter how many hands data went through, you can tell exactly where every single piece of it came from, who transformed it, and how. Camus as a product has 2 parts. First is our command line tool. This is our Git for data, our free tool that lets you build advanced enterprise-grade data pipelines from your laptop. It's at the MVP stage and you can download it today. When you want to share your data or the pipelines you've built with others, you will use the tool to push them to our web platform. This is our GitHub for data, our commercial product that will run your pipelines for you and provide many value-added services like analytics, modern APIs, and function as an oracle. It's a collaborative space where people can build open data feeds together, monetize their private data, and get rewarded for analyzing and improving someone else's data. To kickstart collaboration, we'll first bring data from blockchains and popular off-chain open data sources to our platform, competing with indexers like Dune. Then we'll start supplying data to smart contracts as an oracle and to enterprise clients, onboarding data publishers and growing into a data marketplace. Once we bring data from multiple sectors together, when all of this is just one query away, all data becomes exponentially more valuable. This effect will be similar to the open source software revolution. It will break the data silos globally, achieve massive reuse, and create new economies of rapid and fair data exchange. McKinsey estimates this as a $5 trillion opportunity. We are targeting these markets with 2 main strategies. First is pilot projects and grants with big companies. Some of our successes are the consortium with Dell and Intel, which has become a major sales channel for us, as Dell is arranging demos for our technology with companies, universities, and research institutes. Our projects with Delteres in IoT space and DLGA in provenance of carbon offset tokens. Automating Canadian COVID-19 case data pipeline with University of Toronto and Compute Over Data Working Group with Protocol Labs. Secondly, we are building a community through conferences, blogs, publications, and tech videos. Our messaging and highly differentiated product really resonates with data science communities. We achieved all this so far with no funding, bootstrapping for 3 years. We have just started taking in safes to accelerate the development of our commercial product, turn pilot projects into paying customers and grants, and grow our community. We are aiming to reach 900K in pre-seed round, giving us 18 months of runway to build and launch the MVP of our platform and get to revenue. Currently, we have 3 full-time and 3 part-time employees. We've assembled a deeply technical team, balanced with experienced business professionals, and have several people ready to come in full-time once we have the budget. Thank you for listening, and please join us in our mission of making the world more data-driven.
Thank you for that pitch. We're now moving to Clue. So the next one is Clue. Let's watch their pitch.
Hi, I am Alvo. I am an engineer, music events producer, and CEO of Clue. And we are the first Web3 publisher and community builders for music. So, after a century of one-directional and opaque relationships in music, the creators and crypto economies are generating the biggest disruption since recordings were invented. Music lovers don't want to be passive anymore. They want to belong. But because of this directionality, most of the artists treat all of their public in the same way, where over 60% of their income comes from less than 4% of the audience. The problem is that they don't know who they are because of a lack of proper data, losing the economic and human potential on their fan base. So Clue, as a publisher, integrates with other players in the industry, such as music labels, distributors, collection agencies, and also with the most used platforms like Instagram or Spotify, to build a Web3 infrastructure centered on the artist that can aggregate relational user data to turn passive audiences into active communities of backers and investors. We have already launched very exciting products, such as our own media protection system and our own wallet to make it easier for people to make payments. And in the next few months, we are going to bring more innovations to keep supporting our artists, who are also our partners, since we share revenue with them with a 20% commission of all the transactions. As you can see here, none of our competitors offer the full set of functionalities for the music industry, because they are focused on getting speculative crypto investors. But we all know that game is over. Now is the time for true community building. And for that, you need the proper tech and legal infrastructure. The music market is growing so solidly that it will double its size in the next 5 years, with an expected volume of 300,000 songs uploaded daily. To reach that market, our artists become our influencers, and we fish together in the lake of their audience with proper tools and data. We have already contracts with over 15 artists, which are mid-tier from Europe and the United States and top-tier from other regions. Club is formed by a team of 11 people, together with my co-founders Nico, a data and blockchain engineer, and Joanne, a DJ, designer, and project manager. We are honored to have the support and investment of some of the best players in the music and the Web3 startup spaces. And now, for our seed round, we are giving 15% of Club for 1 million euros to take us to the next level and support our next 12 months of growth. So, I invite you to make a smart move and invest in the Web3 revolution with Club. And now, to finish this presentation, I leave you with a short demo of our platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvaro, for your pitch. We're now going to move to the world of distributed DNS solutions, and we're going to hear from Nextblock. So Nextblock is next.
Hi everyone, I'm Dana Farbo, founder and CEO of Nextblock, and I'm going to share over the next few minutes why Nextblock is going to dominate in the decentralized domain naming space. But first, a word from some of our team. Hello!
Hi everyone.
Web3 is part of our future and for some our present, but for the masses it's hard to use in its current state. Our mission is to change that by bringing systems and tools in the decentralized DNS space and become the leader in Web3 usage. Infrastructure for Web3 requires a lot of cooperation. With Web2, it is a much more centralized environment, which can also lead to the potential for censorship, hacking, and identity theft. But Web3 is very fragmented and siloed. With Ethereum, you have high gas fees, and that keeps websites from being developed. There's no common path to content within browsers, and there's also a huge problem of potential domain duplication. So we're in the business of solving many of these issues. So let's look at our products so that you can visualize how we are addressing the market needs. We have three primary pillars: direct-to-consumer, where we bring out new top-level domains to test in the market. We have our private label offerings, which takes from our experience with the DTC side, and then we are building a suite of tools to support both. Tools to connect Web 2 to Web 3, cross-chain interoperability, custom wallets for use in specific instances, and much more. We also have an admin panel environment to give ourselves and our private label clients the tools to manage everything from a dashboard. Things like coupons for discounts, payment processing, and much more. Now let's quickly look at the target audience we are going for. First, crypto owners and wallet users are natural first targets because there are a lot of people in this group. But it is still not the majority, and we're building our private label instances to help people begin where they're most comfortable. With educational institutions like Fordham or Boston College or Georgetown, or with companies like Plato or groups like Bitcoin, with communities already established. We can layer in educational components to teach people and have them use decentralized applications in a trusted environment while bringing them along in their journey to using domains and our services. Moving on to our competitors, our token strategy and financials, you can see that the market is being proven with our primary competitors, Unstoppable Domains and ENS. They have sold millions of dollars of domains to people in the crypto use category. But while ENS is a DAO, Unstoppable Domains is purely commercial. We believe in a hybrid, and that is why our token strategy is being implemented using a DAO that is separate from the commercial entity. We build community and truly reward advocates. From a business model, we look at GoDaddy. Drive with domains, extract the majority of revenue with subscription services or promotion support that get line extended over time. On our road to revenue, we are approximately 40,000 US monthly recurring today and focused on getting to 5 billion annually within 10 years. With a model that grows exponentially as we add hundreds and thousands of private label instances, we are confident that these numbers are attainable. For our raise, we're offering a SAFE with a 2 million seed round and 10 million valuation cap. For those interested in tokens, we also offer our equity investors token warrants exercisable in 2023 at a 1-to-1 level. Lastly, the team. Our co-founders are experienced entrepreneurs and technologists. Eddie Quiros, MIT grad, builds the tech team. I lead the overall business and strategy. Aditya is a lawyer and investor liaison, and Ved is the person who gets the tech built. Thank you for the time, and we look forward to building a Web3 that is used by all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dana, and thanks for bringing all of your team together for this speech. I think that was awesome. We're now moving on to Style. Sorry. Leo, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the founder of Style Protocol. Before I get started with our pitch, I'd like to thank everyone from the Faber Accelerator and from the Faber team for the last couple of weeks, all the support and the opportunity to be presenting our company here today. Style Protocol. Our goal is to bring any virtual asset or any NFT into any virtual world, metaverse or game. Who are we? We are 20 people based in Berlin. In addition to Faber, we're backed by a bunch of European VCs and over 15 crypto angels and some blockchain serial entrepreneurs. We work with 5 metaverses and games already, currently looking to onboard more to have 10 by the end of the year, and recently won our second award here in Germany as a Deep Tech Star 2022 in the category blockchain. Metaverses and games are the future of entertainment in our opinion. The gaming industry has been growing for years, and the most recent big thing, as you have all heard and are very well aware, are metaverses. The favorite pet of everyone involved in NFT and the blockchain space, a market hitting 800 billion by 2028. Now, in addition to the metaverses, there's these things called NFTs. Now, I also, again, don't have to really elaborate on this. Everyone here should be familiar with a gigantic market growing at around 40% per year. Now, if you take NFTs and metaverses and bring them together, it sounds like an amazing future where NFTs can be utilized in all metaverses. However, the reality is nothing works. It's currently simply not possible. I'm very, very certain that no one in this room as of right now is available to take their NFT and simply use it in any metaverse, despite any game, or even going a step further, making them interoperable. However, this should be possible in our opinion, and this is something that we want to enable with our protocol. Now, for the one hand, the protocol can be used for fashion and skins to be able to, bridge them into one metaverse and then also multiple others, making them interoperable. Additionally, we want people to be able to stake their NFTs, their existing NFTs that are currently not 3D, virtualizing them through the protocol, and then allowing people to sub-license and rent them out. So these are the two main drivers and functionality of the ecosystem and the protocol, making it interoperable and also allowing sub-licensing. Now, how do we want to make this ambitious goal possible? We built an ecosystem, an infrastructure on 2 different layers. One, on a technical side, connecting the protocol through APIs with a bunch of different metaverses and games, storing all of the data in a decentralized manner, and then on the second layer, on the community layer, issuing a style utility token, incentivizing and rewarding people to actually support us in the individual manually bridging of different 3D assets, thus ensuring scalability of 3D models that need to be applicable for different games, different skins, in all kinds of variation that the multiverse in the future will have to offer. The protocol basically receives revenue on 2 different levels into the style utility tokenomics. First, with a small royalty and participation fee when the NFT is brought into the first usability in the first metaverse, or when it's rented out at the first time to someone through the protocol, and then secondly, when any asset through the multiverse or through the games is bridged by the protocol. Why do we want to make this possible? As I said it before, we think it's going to be a gigantic market, and currently the utility bridge is simply non-existing. It's a gigantic problem that someone needs to address and someone needs to fix, and we believe we found a scalable and decentralized way to do so. We want to enable and allow brands, designers, artists, creators, anyone owning an NFT in the future to participate in the metaverse on a scalable level. There's a bunch of companies trying this as well. Most of them do it for either fashion or only avatars. We are thus far the only ones that we have found on the market solving the problem truly for any virtual NFT or any virtual asset, and also with an actual scalable and decentralized approach that allows anyone to participate and anyone to benefit from utilizing the protocol. As I said before, the protocol is powered through a utility token that we are launching most likely at the beginning of next year into a growing community and ecosystem of participating, metaverses and NFT collections. I can't do all of this by myself. Obviously, I have an amazing team of people from all around Europe and the world with me, with experiences in big tech, blockchain companies. Our CTO and lead blockchain engineer has been in the space for 7 or 8 years. Was previously advanced university professor for advanced blockchain engineering. Jan Hammett, our creative director, lead in marketing at KaDeWe, which is a gigantic German luxury fashion house. And we're, as I said before, backed by amazing serial entrepreneurs, blockchain angels with 9-digit exits, a couple of billionaires, and not only the Fashion Council Germany for, fashion and such assets, but also the Metaverse Fashion Council. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for the attention.
Thank you, Leo. So we're getting closer to the end of this session, but before we wrap up, we're going to be learning more about Unique. Pedro, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. We started with the question of how much time people spend every day to prove who they are. To make a payment, to check into a hotel, check out of a supermarket, open a bank account, or simply to recover a password. And the answer is quite scary. People waste a whole year over the course of a lifetime. A whole year of our lives is going to be wasted on useless authentication processes. But what if you could use your face to be instantly and accurately recognized for all of these processes? Register once, reuse everywhere. Your face would work as the only password you'll ever need. Look into any device hands-free, even devices you don't trust, and get authenticated to exchange the right credentials you need for that particular process. Well, that's a great idea and it would be amazing, but how can you make sure that your biometrics is safe, that no one can authenticate you when you don't want to, or correlate all of your previous authentications? Welcome to Unique. This is precisely the pain we're solving. We've created one of the best certified face authentication algorithms out there, and we've made it possible for anyone to authenticate themselves without ever sharing a single bit of biometric information. Neither the banks, the hotels, the businesses, not even Unique, will have any information about the user biometrics. Also, no centralized databases, which create huge trust issues and become honeypots for hackers. Instead of asking users to trust companies, we've created technology that doesn't require the users to trust companies. Truly self-sovereign biometrics. Coupled with the emerging concepts of self-sovereign identity, our vision looks like this. Issuers will be able to create verifiable credentials for any process. A passport, a driver's license, some loyalty token, a mobile number, payment method, whatever it is. And verifiers will be able to check those credentials and obtain proofs to your claims. And the broker is your face wallet, sitting on your phone, which allows any connected device with a camera to see your face and obtain the right credentials to make that particular process work. A hotel to process your check-in may want to verify your passport, your brand loyalty number, and your booking reference. And a mere look into a check-in kiosk or even the room door will make that happen in seconds. A car rental to provide you with car keys may want to verify your identity card, your driver's license and reservation number. And a mere look into your laptop camera will send all that data across to the car rental. And car keys can be dispensed from a locker with a camera, or the car could just recognize you and open up. The combinations and examples are virtually infinite. You can think about some immediate use cases in multiple industries, which we show here. Now, what really sets Unique apart is 1. Plug and play. We've made it really simple for any developer who doesn't know anything about biometrics or cameras to integrate and have this technology in his apps in minutes. 2nd, privacy first. The whole privacy architecture of self-sovereign biometrics I just described. 3rd, really accurate. Our algorithm is certified by NIST and was ranked top 5 in the combined regions of Americas and Europe earlier this year. But above all, we are going to market with a community approach. We've already developed some interesting success stories in banking and hospitality with large companies, but have put a major effort into making our technology available to any company or developer for free and provide full documentation and tutorials. Our goal is that developers start using it in their own apps and novel creative use cases come to life. Use cases that we've not even imagined ourselves. For example, we recently noticed a company called Sportify who subscribed to our services. They are providing an NFT marketplace for sports memorabilia, autographed baseballs, t-shirts, etc. And they want to enable the ability to register physical assets in someone's name using their biometrics. After getting 2.2 million euro funding in our first round 6 months ago, our milestones were to provide all of our services as software as a service, improve face matching and anti-spoofing technology, and fully decentralized biometric authentication. We're now working on building a developer community through rich content and also on growing the team. Our goal is to reach 1 million euro annual recurring revenue to unlock the next round of funding of 5 million euros. We started Unique a little over 2.5 years ago with this vision of enabling anything with a look. But we had extensive research experience in machine learning and many years in identity management in the aviation industry, providing technology and products that were in use in over 80 international airports to process hundreds of millions of passengers. We believe face authentication can enable a very convenient experience, but the future of privacy requires the centralizing identity and biometrics. We are Unique, and we are the future of hands-free private authentication. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pedro. So I think that's all the time that we have today. I believe we can all agree that our teams did an amazing job here today, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing them grow into outstanding global businesses. Again, thank you all for joining us for this session. We will follow up shortly with a recap of today's session, and let us know if you want to connect with any of the startups who presented here today. We would be delighted to make those connections. So that's it for today. It was a pleasure sharing these last couple of hours with you, and thank you very much for your presence. Thank you.